Dreycanroc Hexoconaughtica, Voyager, Chapter 1. May 6, 1975, a man was recently put into his cell, this man being a man named Rex Vector. Rex was arrested due to a false child molestation charge. Rex wasn't the greatest person, but he would never do something like that. So because of this, he got the stink eye from his other cellmates, and the other cellmates would just avoid him. But there seemed to be a small group of people who didn't avoid Rex or give him the stink eye. The four people included a mixed-race woman named Kelly, a 16-year-old somewhat related to O.J. Simpson named O.J. Martin, an ex-cop named Ellie, and a mysterious man who went by the name of Marcus. So, the church did all get all of you here, Rex asked the others. False child abuse accusations, Kelly replied, looking upset. I wish I knew, O.J. Martin comments. I was arrested due to me not wanting my ex-friends to be racist, Ellie replies as they all look at Marcus simply shrugging. Because of how full the prison was due to how corrupt the entire justice system in Vice City was, the mayor of Vice City had to have half of the prisoners be executed once every year. And Rex and his new friends were on the list of prisoners who were going to be executed. Can't believe I'm going to be executed for wanting my ex-friends not be racist. Ellie groans as Rex was thinking. Hey, I have an idea, Rex says as he gestures for the others to huddle up, for Rex had a plan. Rex and his new friends had a week before their expiration date, so they had to be a little quick. The plan was to break out of prison in an efficient yet sneaky way. The idea of explosives was tossed around by Marcus, but it was scrapped due to it being both impossible and loud. But then Ellie mentions the fact that she remembers seeing an escape hole that the guards of the prison forgot to patch up and that she knew where it was. Alright, that's good to know. But how will we get there without looking suspicious? O.J. Martin asks. Let's try the classic bathroom excuse, Marcus replies. Good idea, Rex replies as the five wait for the day to come. The week goes by, it was the day. Rex and his friends make their excuse and get to the bathroom, making sure no one saw them enter the same woman's bathroom where Ellie found the escape hole. Once in the bathroom, Ellie opens the serve stall and pushes the toilet aside to remove the hole. Alright, let's go, Rex says as he goes through it. Huh, I didn't think he'd want to go into that willingly, O.J. Martin replies. Well, would you rather crawl through sewer water or die? Ellie comments. Fair enough. O.J. Martin replies as he enters, followed by Kelly, then Ellie, then finally Marcus, who closes off the entrance. They crawl through the sewer system, eventually reaching some dropping off point. Crap. Where to now? Rex says as the five hear a gun load, turning around to see Warden Harry and a couple of officers. Back to prison. Today's your execution day. Warden Harry exclaims as O.J. Martin gets in his face. Or what if we don't? Huh? What are you going to do about it, Mr. Small Dick? O.J. Martin exclaims as Rex was surprised and Kelly was taken aback, while Ellie was chuckling due to the fact that she knew Warden Harry long enough to know he did in fact have a small dick. Warden Harry was very angry as he simply grabbed O.J. Martin by the arm and broke his arm, snapping it into two. O.J. Martin holds back his screams and looks at him. Is that all you got, you fucking pussy? O.J. Martin yells as Warden Harry simply shoots him in the head, sending his body flying towards Ellie and knocking her off the edge. Shit, Warden Harry exclaims as the others decide to fall and they jump after her. Rex thinks that they are going to die, when suddenly a large portal opens under them. What the? Before Kelly could finish her sentence, five were swallowed by the portal and the portal closed. Warden Harry and the officers with him were shocked. Did any of you just see what I saw? Warden Harry asks. Yep. One of the officers replies. The five flew through some wormhole, screaming out of fear as O.J. Martin's bullet wound begins to heal as the bullet is spat out of the healing wound, causing O.J. Martin to wake up. Hey, I'm alive! O.J. Martin exclaims as the others look at him in surprise and in amazement. Wait, how are you alive and wait, how did your wound heal so fast? Kelly asks. I don't know, but I feel like I wasn't even shot in the first place. Sure, I have some sort of migraine, but I kind of feel fine. O.J. Martin replies as the portal opens and the five are shot out and on the ground. They all groan in pain as as the portal closes and one by one they get off the ground. Huh? Where are we? Ellie asks. I don't know, but it looks interesting, Rex comments. But how did we get here? Actually, no. Where did that portal come from? Ellie exclaims as a glowing orb appears in front of the five. Jesus? Kelly asks. No, but I can be considered a savior, Orb says as it stops glowing and reveals a greenish-gray alien-like creature who looks sort of human. Holy shit, an alien? The five exclaim. Well, to you humans, yes, the creature says. There's no need to fear me, for I am the one who saved you, the creature says. So that explains the portal, Ellie comments. Well, what is your name? Rex asks. I am Lord Gorgon. I am the one of the few remaining elders of my species, Lord Gorgon says. Oh no, what happened? Kelly asks. Well, years actually, decades ago, a human came here and enslaved my species, forcing them to become violent and throw out their peaceful ways. Many elders like me were slaughtered. I was lucky enough to survive while my other elder friends are locked up in prisons, waiting to either die or be experimented on and then die, Lord Gorgon says. Oh god, that's horrible, Kelly replies. Well, why did you save us exactly? Marcus asks. Yeah, we're humans, so why did you save us? Rex follows up Marcus's question. Well, my species knows that not all you humans are like him. I also believe that you five can help save my species, Lord Gorgon says. Save your species? But how? All we are just five wrongly charged inmates, Ellie says. That may be true, but I have something for you five that can empower you, transform you, Lord Gorgon says as he uses his staff to make 5 devices appear in the front of the 5. Oh, what are these? OJ Martin asks. These are Voyager watches. They will let you become Voyagers, Lord Gorgon says as the 5 grab the watches along with the cassette tape-like devices the watches came with. So, how do these work exactly? Rex says. When you put the watches on, you insert the Voyager tape in and then press the start button. This will transform you 5 into Voyagers. Lord Gorgon explains as the 5 hear the sound of a large group approaching. What was that? Marcus asks as Lord Gorgon looks over to see hostile Bunkadas approaching. Hostile Bunkadas, Lord Gorgon says as he looks back at 5. I have to leave now due to me not wanting to get captured. You 5 can do it, Lord Gorgon says as he vanishes. Well, let's do this, Rex says as the 5 insert their tapes into their Voyager watches as the large group of hostile Bunkadas begin to get closer. They press their start buttons and the tapes begin to play as the 5 begin to morph. Whoa! Rex was surprised as OJ Martin started screaming in fear. Cool! Kelly exclaims as she was amazed by what was going on. Oh my lord, shut up! Ellie yells at OJ Martin as Marcus simply looks at his hand. Wow. Marcus simply says in a deadpan tone as the 5 fully morph, becoming Voyagers. Ooh, I love this suit! Kelly exclaims as Ellie smacks her ass. Damn, this suit. Nice. Ellie says as Marcus simply opens and closes his fist while OJ Martin was still very, very confused. Alright, now we have a better chance at defending ourselves, Rex exclaims. Wait, where are our weapons? Have we gotten guns or something? OJ Martin asks as Marcus begins to walk towards the approaching hostile Bunkadas. Bullets are too slow. I need to kill fast, Marcus replies. Dreycanroc, Hexoconaughtica, Voyagers, Chapter 2. The 5 new Voyagers charge into battle and begin defending themselves from the attacks of the hostile Bunkadas. Uppercut! OJ Martin exclaims as he proceeds to uppercut one of the hostile Bunkadas up into the air. Hey, what do you think these switches and dials do on our gauntlets? Kelly asks Rex. I don't know, so let's find out. Rex exclaims as he flips one of the switches and his gauntlets become emblazoned. Oh shit, I think these gauntlets have elemental powers! Rex exclaims as he slaps an incoming hostile Bunkada. Elemental powers? Don't mind if I do! Ellie exclaims as she turns a dial to max and snipes a hostile flying Bunkada with a lightning strike. Nice. Ellie grins as Marcus flips a switch on his gauntlets, letting him tunnel underground, popping up behind the hostile Bunkada and dragging it underground. A few seconds later, a geyser of blood shoots blood up from the ground, causing the remaining hostile Bunkadas to retreat as Marcus digs himself out of the ground, covered in blood. Yeah, man, what did you do to that thing? O.J. Martin asks. Squished it. Marcus says that suddenly, and without warning, a giant 100-foot Bunkata arrives, laying out a supersonic screech. What the frick? How are we supposed to deal with that? Rex exclaims as Lord Gorgon comes back, out of breath. Don't worry, all you have to do is press the button with the UFO logo on it, Lord Gorgon replies. They do just that and 5 portals open, laying out 5 ships. Wait, are these ours? Rex asks. Of course they are, you idiot. Who else did you think they belonged to? Lord Gorgon says as he quickly goes into his orb form and flies away. Alright, fair enough. Rex says as the 5 jump into their ships and begin to fly around, firing at the 100-foot Bunkata. Eventually they are able to shoot at it enough to send it crashing down to the ground. Ha! Take that, stupid! O.J. Martin exclaims. Back at Earth, Dick Richard went back to his mansion, upset about Rex's friends somehow escaping through a portal to the space realm. How did another portal to the space realm even open in the first place? I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who can or is allowed to do that. Then Dick pauses and does some thinking. Then comes to a realization. Shit. I forgot the outer Bunkatas can make portals. So I guess I'm going to have to go out there and see who was responsible for those 5 escaping. Dick says as he goes down to his basement through a secret entrance in his bookcase. Meanwhile, Lord Gorgon took the 5 Voyagers to the ruins of his village. Here it is, my home. Lord Gorgon says, Damn, bitch, you live like this? O.J. Martin asks as Marcus slaps the back of his head. We're so sorry that this had to happen to your home, Kelly replies. I have come to peace with the fact that my home is like this. Lord Gorgon says as he turns to them. Anyways, I believe you 5 could require a change of clothes. Lord Gorgon says as he uses his staff to make some new clothes appear on them. Huh, neat, Rex says as Marcus looked at himself and gives a nod of approval. Ooh, I love the sweater, Kelly exclaimed as Ellie and O.J. Martin were just happy to not be in prisoner jumpsuits. So, do you actually stay here or not? Rex asks. Sometimes. I need to constantly be moving though due to the hostile Bunkatas trying to find me. Lord Gorgon says as he vanishes. Huh. So, should we just get going just in case more of those Bunkatas come here? Kelly asks. Yeah, good idea, Rex says as they leave the destroyed village, wandering the planet they arrived on. Hours later, our 5 Voyagers arrive at some cave, designed to stop here to rest. Never thought I'd be sleeping in a cave, O.J. Martin comments. You'll get used to it after your first 8 nights. Marcus comments as O.J. Martin looks at him. How do you know that? O.J. Martin asks. I've had to sleep in a cave for a few weeks. It was years ago, but I'm always prepared to have to sleep in a cave. Marcus says as they travel deep within the cave so they couldn't be found. They eventually find a place, some medium-sized area that happened to have a large stream of water in the middle of the area. O.J. Martin sleeps next to the stream due to the stream's cool breeze, with the others eventually finding somewhere and passing out. Rex has a dream of what the future is like, a future where space travel for the common folk was possible, and that the moon and Mars were habitable. The dream also had him and his new friends free of their false charges and enjoying life, only for his dream to end when he and the others woke up. Martin, what's wrong? Rex asks as Kelly goes to Martin and sees why he screamed. The stream was filled with dead bodies of previous Voyagers. The others came over to look and were also horrified. He never told us that there were previous Voyagers before, Rex comments as Marcus was a little annoyed. We should probably start moving again, Ellie comments. Yeah, good idea. Rex replies as the 5 continues through the cave, getting over the stream filled with bodies as they find an exit. Marcus stops and looks at the wall to his right. Hey guys, I found something, Marcus says as the others walk over and looks at the wall, seeing some sort of carving on the wall with 5 Voyagers surrounding a giant robot. Is that a giant robot? Rex asks. Seems to be so, Kelly replies as the 5 make their way out of the cave, only to be greeted by a large horde of hostile Bunkatas. Our 5 Voyagers quickly morph and begin to fight against the horde, only for the Bunkatas to retreat. Huh, that was easy, Rex comments as Marcus notices the hostile Bunkatas gathering together in what looked like a group hug. What the hell are they doing? Marcus asks as the others look to see the Bunkatas hug each other. They seem to be hugging each other, Rex says as the Bunkatas begin to stack up onto each other and start fusing, becoming a 100-foot hostile Bunkata. Huh, So that's how they were created. OJ Martin comments as the five summon their ships and begin to attack the giant hostile Bunkata, only for their attacks to do nothing to the Bunkata. Guys, I don't think our attacks are doing anything, Rex exclaims. No shit, Captain Obvious, OJ Martin exclaims on the radio. Well, if our attacks won't do anything, what will we do now? Marcus explains on the radio. Wait, remember the carvings we saw on the wall of the five Voyagers and the giant robot? Kelly exclaims. That's right, but how will we combine our ships to form the robot? Kelly asks as Rex locates an arrow button that has built up on it. Alright, I found the button, Rex exclaims. Alright, which one is it? Kelly asks. It's an arrow button that has built up on it, Rex explains as the five press the buttons. Kelly's and OJ's Martin's ship become the arms, Ellie's and Marcus's ships become the legs, and Rex's ship becomes the head and torso, and they combine to form Voyager Knight. Our Voyagers use Voyager Knight to fight against the hostile 100-foot Bunkata, the mecha being able to literally de-arm the hostile 100-foot Bunkata and punch its head off. Woo! Yeah, baby! OJ Martin exclaims as Marcus gives a nod of approval of the execution. Ah, Voyagers! You were able to figure out how to combine your ships! Lord Gorgon exclaims as the mech looks down at him. So, who's going to ask him about the bodies of these Voyagers we found in that cave? Rex asks. I will, Marcus replies. After the Voyagers got out of their ships and unmorphed, Marcus asked Lord Gorgon about any other previous Voyagers in the cave that they found earlier. Lord Gorgon sighs, realizing that he should have told him about the previous Voyagers. Alright, I will tell you everything, but first we need to hide somewhere, Lord Gorgon says as they get into Rex's ship and their ships proceed to go into stealth mode, becoming invisible. Alright, now, let me tell you all the history of me and the previous Voyager. Dreycanroc Hexoconaughtica Voyagers, Chapter 3. There have been a total of 12 previous Voyager teams, Lord Gorgon says. So that makes us 13? OJ Martin asks. Correct, Lord Gorgon answers. I was actually the leader of the first Voyager team. It was me, 3 random humans, and my wife, Lord Gorgon says. The gadgets, weapons, and the ships of the Voyagers were made to combat against the slavery being caused by Dick. But he was just too powerful due to him getting his hands on a corrupted version of the Voyager technology, Lord Gorgon says. Sadly, I was the only one who made it out alive, Lord Gorgon says as he has a flashback of seeing his wife die by the hands of Dick. I was starting to lose hope for the Voyager cause after the 10th Voyager team, but then I had a vision of U5, a vision that showed me U5 would be different, a vision to finally stop what Dick has done to my race, Lord Gorgon says. Wait, did you say Dick? Rex asks. Yes, a human man who is known as Dick, Lord Gorgon says. Do you know what he looked like? Ellie asks. Well, from what I remember, he was bald, slightly chubby, and he had a loud voice, Lord Gorgon says as Ellie realizes who the man was. Wait, that must be Mayor Dick Richard, Ellie exclaims. But how? How did that fat ass get to the space room anyways? Rex asks. His house must have been built in a summon zone, Lord Gorgon replies. Summon zone? Is that like some sort of area with a portal here? Rex asks. Yes it is, Lord Gorgon replies. Meanwhile, Dick Richard was having a hard time getting his Voyager gauntlets off. Crap. I can't go into work with these on. Maybe it's about time I retire and promote Warden Harry to mayor. I think you'll like that, Dick says to himself as a Bunkata comes out of his basement to report to him. Sir, we have been getting sightings of a new team of Voyagers, Trail says. Well, what are you doing here then? Go deal with them, Dick yells as Trail leaves, putting on his armor and then enters the portal back to the space room to hunt down the 5 Voyagers, all the while Dick opens up the suitcase that he had hidden behind the wall. Our 5 Voyagers were simply roaming around when suddenly a giant sword-shaped ship flew over them. Whoa, was that a sword? Kelly exclaims. Seemed to be a sword-shaped ship, which means there could be another Voyager out there that Lord Gorgon didn't tell us about. Rex replies as Kelly pushes Rex aside from an incoming laser blast. The 5 look up to see someone who they didn't know. This was the Voyager Hunter. Hey, what the hell is that for? Rex yells at the man. I am the Voyager Hunter. I put humans like you in the ground, he says. How about we avoid joining these other skeletons and get out here? OJ Martin recommends. Good idea! Rex shouts at the five run and Trials runs after them. Thankfully, a portal opens in front of them and they are able to jump into it and the portal closes before Trials could get to it. Damn it. Trials grumbles as he heads back to a different portal to get back to Earth. Our five main Voyagers arrive on Earth, into a small park that was in the city. We're home! OJ Martin exclaims. Well, now that we're here, what now? Kelly asks. I have an idea. The police station I worked at had these documents that contained information about all the corrupt things that have happened, Ellie says. Wait, why would this place, home to the most corrupt justice system, want something like that to exist? Rex asks. It's because of me. I got the document put in the process that would prevent it from being thrown out or destroyed. And I'm guessing they knew about the document, so chances are it's locked away, Ellie comments. Well, let's get to the police station and get it, Kelly says. Hey, Kelly, you are forgetting that we are currently wanted, and the fact that if we are arrested, we will be killed, OJ Martin says. Well, all we need is some sort of distraction, Rex says. Like what? It's not like those Bunkados are going to appear and start attacking the city, Marcus says as exactly just that begins to happen. I spoke too soon, Marcus mutters. No time to think about that. Let's go, Rex says as he and the others morph and make their way to the police station. Another portal opens up, and Charles steps out of it, being met by Dick, who has already morphed into his Dreycanroc form. Dreycanroc ignorance. Glad to see you're here. Welcome to my city, Dick says. You're proud of this? This place looks like a shit show, Charles comments. Well, having what can be described as the most corrupt justice system in the world will do that to a city. Dick chuckles, not noticing another portal from afar opening up and letting out a mysterious man. Our Voyagers find the police station empty besides one officer who was asleep on the floor due to an intake of too much alcohol. Not surprised, Ellie says. Guess this is normal for you to see? Kelly asks. Yeah, there are like 3 or 7 drunk officers passed out on the floor around here, Ellie says as she walks to the room that she suspects the documents were in. The others follow, but Marcus simply looks down at the passed out officer and clenches his fist, followed by him stomping on the officer's head, obliterating the man's head as he leaves and joins the others. Ellie finds the safe and notices that it was weld shut. Shit, they really didn't want that information to get out. Ellie says as Marcus walks in. Let me do this, Marcus says as he walks over and picks up the safe as others notice the blood on his foot. Hey, you didn't kill that man, right? Kelly asks. I did. I hate drunk people, Marcus says as Kelly gasps. Marcus! Killing is wrong! Kelly shouts as Marcus simply puts the safe down and turns to the others, unmorphing and taking off his mask that he wore all the time, shocking the others as he lifts up the shirt, revealing he had some sort of thin metal platform attached to his stomach. The reason I hide myself is because of this. I was only 9 when I got into an accident caused by multiple drunk people that led to my disfiguration. They were let off scot-free due to the police officers who showed up also being drunk. I'm pretty sure they hit a possibly pregnant woman when they left, Marcus says. Oh, I'm sorry, Marcus. It's just... I just didn't know, Kelly says as Marcus simply puts on his mask. You are forgiven, Marcus replies as he morphs back and tears open the safe with his gauntlets, picking up the documents and handing it to Ellie. Make sure they are arrested, Marcus says as Ellie had some clue to who he was talking about. They leave the police station, but Rex is then shot at by Trials, knocking him down and him slowly getting back up. Ah, shit, that hurts, Rex groans. Huh, guess he made the new armor more resistant to lasers, Trials says. Well, stop being useless and fight them hand to hand, Dick complains as Trials lunges at Rex. Marcus steps in front of Trials and simply backhand slaps him. Boss, are you going to help me or what? Trials whimpers. Fine, Dick sighs as he cracks his knuckles and helps Trials up as the two prepare to fight against the 5 Voyagers. The 7th fight, with Rex and Dick fighting each other. Huh, I was never expecting to see you here, Rex, Dick exclaims. How do you know me? Rex asks as he blocks the punch from Dick. Well, it is the one who got falsely charged and arrested in front of your mother who killed herself after the arrest, Dick says, smirking under his helmet and causing Rex to gasp. You! Rex shouts as he goes to punch Dick hard in the face, only for Dick to deflect the punch, causing Rex to punch himself as he then sees Trials go flying and escaping into a portal back to the space realm. Hey, take one step and your leader's neck will go crack. Dick shouts as he was holding Rex by the neck, the other standing still and not knowing what to do, until some sort of blade came out of nowhere and smacked against Dick's side, causing Dick to drop Rex, who crawls away. Ow, what the hell was that? Dick complains as he turns and his face turns to that of pure terror. The other Voyagers looking as well and also being shocked. I thought that man was dead, O.J. Martin says. He's alive? Rex says, no. How are you alive? Dick demands for an answer. The man standing in front of them was an old serial killer called the KK Killer, an African-American man who brutally murdered racists in between the late 40s and early 60s. I am here to claim the hate you breed. Take it back to hell, Mike says as he puts on the Voyager watch and morphs into Voyager KK Killer. Dick and Mike fight each other as the others are taken back. I can't believe we have a fucking serial killer on our side, O.J. Martin exclaims as Kelly was uncomfortable. Hey, Kelly, what's wrong? Rex asks Kelly as he was still recovering from his own attack. Serial killers just make me uncomfortable. I don't like killing, Kelly replies. Oh hey, it's best to just not talk about it and not see him as just a serial killer, O.J. Martin says. Yeah, Martin has a point. He may be known as a serial killer, but he was a man who fought against hate and lost his life fighting for the ones who didn't deserve the hate, Rex says as Mike slides back on his feet. That's it, Dick yells as he pulls out some sort of golden Voyager tape and inserts it into his Voyager watch and activates it, only for it to electrocute him and for the tape to self-eject and go flying to Rex, landing next to him as Rex and the others look at him. Well, not doing with this, Dick exclaims as he opens the portal and leaves. Rex picks up the tape and looks at it. Yeah, I should definitely keep that, Mike says to Rex. How are you here? Or alive? Rex asks. I'll explain everything. We should get back to the space realm, Mike says as the portal opens and the six enter the portal, going back to the space realm. Dreycanroc, Hexoconaughtica, Voyagers, Chapter 4. They arrive and Mike explains to them that he was brought back to life by the magic of the remaining peaceful Vincatas and Lord Gorgon. Damn, what can those aliens not do? O.J. Martin mutters as the six stand unmorphed. I know I shouldn't be saying this to a serial killer, but it's an honor to meet you. I remember reading about you in history class and finding your actions to fight for and to protect others from hate inspiring, Rex says. Kinda surprised since I am a serial killer, but I am glad you are one of the few people who understood I wasn't killing for the sake of killing. I was killing for the sake of protecting the ones who from the hate of the world, Mike says. Also, I believe those documents you have might have my case in it, Mike comments. Yes, that's true, but how do you know that? Ellie asks. Let's just say Vice City has always had a problem with being corrupt. I had many friends locked up or even killed due to the hand of Vice City's corrupt justice system. Mike replies as he takes off his sack. Whoa, you kind of look like my grandpa, Rex comments. Huh, I do remember going to school with someone who did look like me, so I guess I was friends with your grandpa, Mike says as he puts the sack back on. Meanwhile, Dick was in his office, seemingly starting to struggle with his Voyager gauntlet seemingly being attached to him. Ah! Where is Trials? Dick grunts as he looks down at his arms and his eyes widen, his face contorting into an expression of horror. Horror of the sight of these vines on his gauntlets digging into his flesh and fusing with him. Shit. I need to stop stalling and call Harry about his new promotion, Dick exclaims as he goes to get some bandages. Trials locates the Voyagers, still having a fighting spirit in him to take them on, despite having his ass kicked earlier. He jumps out and begins shooting at the 6 Voyagers, knocking all of them besides Rex down, who was the only one who was quickly morphed. Crap, are you guys okay? Rex yells. Yeah, somehow. O.J. Martin groans as Rex looks over at Trials and the two charge at each other and begin fighting. Rex gets his ass kicked, but then he decides to use the golden Voyager tape, inserting it into his Voyager watch and activating it. Rex is consumed by an orb of bright light, causing Trials to look back away as Rex becomes a super Voyager. He fully morphs and he lets out an actual T-Rex roar, his visor even opening like a mouth while he roared. Whoa. Kelly, O.J. Martin, Ellie, Marcus, and Mike say as Rex and Trials fight, with Rex's favorite music playing in his head. Oh, hell yeah, this is the perfect fight music! Our battle will be legendary! Rex thinks to himself as he uppercuts Trials. Trials is knocked out on the ground, Thankfully to him, hostile Bancadas come to his aid and begin to surround him and hug him, causing him to fuse together with the other Bancadas. Shall we get back to our ships? Mike asks. Good idea, Rex says as the six summon their ships. Huh, so you're the one with that sword ship we saw earlier, Rex comments. Correct, Mike says as our main 5 Voyager ships combine as Mike's ship transforms into its own mecha form. The two mechas fight against the giant hostile Bancada as it growls and snarls. Hey! Use my sword mode! Mike says on the radio as the ship turns back into its ship mode and Voyager Knight grabs the sword, handling it with 2 hands. Alright, let's finish this, Rex says as the 6 Voyagers come together to slice the hostile Bancada in half. Not noticing the fact that one of the hostile Bancadas quite literally pushed Trials out of the giant formation, sending Trials into a river that Trials floats down. Trials crawls out far away from Voyager Knight. I lived, but why? Trials says to himself. Later, Rex and the others meet up with Lord Gorgon. Ah, Rex, I see you have found the Super Voyager tape. Lord Gorgon says. Yeah, I wasn't expecting how powerful this would make me, Rex says. I see you met Mike, right? Lord Gorgon asks as Mike nods and unmorphs, followed by the others. Back to Earth, Dick was on the call with Warden Harry about his new promotion. Wait, are you sure? Harry asks Dick. Yes. Right now I'm suffering from a horrible illness and I may not make it. So I want you to be the new mayor, Dick says. Alright, but I'm glad you considered me for the promotion of mayor, Harry says, softly tearing up. Anytime, buddy, Dick says as Harry wipes his tears. Hey, Dick, Harry asks. Yeah, Harry? Dick asks. You still remember that prank we pulled in high school? Harry asks as Dick chuckles. Heh, of course I do. Mrs. Kleiner absolutely hated us for that, Dick laughs. Yeah, good times, Harry chuckles. Anyways, make sure to check in with me before you die, okay? Harry asks. Don't worry, I will, Dick replies. Alright, see you later, old pal, Harry says. Hopefully I'll see you later, sport. Dick says as the call ends and Dick sighs, holding his head within his hands. Our Voyagers and Lord Gorgon made their way to his old village when they see Trials, standing there and had his back turned to them. What the? How is he still alive? Rex asks. Must have been pushed out of a giant Bancada. That's something else Bancadas can do to prevent more Bancada loss when a giant Bancada dies. Lord Gorgon says as they approach Trials. Not here to fight, Trials said. This could be a trap. O.J. Martin says as Trials turns to them. No, it's not. I'm actually here because I want to help you, Trials says. This shocking the others. Help us. Why would you want to help us? Kelly asks, surprised by Trials' change of heart. Because almost I maybe remember the life I lost, Trials said. It reminded me of the terrible actions I've committed and the ones I've hurt and killed, Trials says. So, if you will allow me to help you, I will help with getting your corrupted justice system fixed, Trials says as he looks at Lord Gorgon, and I will let you and the others punish me as you see fit. I am personally sorry for the ones I killed. Trials says as Lord Gorgon looks at him, thinking, Alright, if you are positive that you will be sticking to what you are saying, then sure, Lord Gorgon says as Kelly shook his hand. I'm glad you are able to change your ways. God would be proud of you, Kelly says as Trials smiles a little. Dick comes back to the space room and he morphs, his arms twitching due to the fusing being caused by his gauntlets. Shit. Don't know what will happen to me, but I need to get this over with. Dick exclaims as he gets his large army to roam around the entire dimension to find and kill the Voyagers. His Bancadas go looking all around the dimension looking for them, not knowing that our Voyagers were using their ships in stealth mode to go to where Dick had his base. Once they arrive, they see a Bancada go flying out of the window. Whoa, what was that? O.J. Martin exclaims. I don't know. Trials comments as the 7 go in. Once inside, they see a war has broken out within the base. Bancadas fighting off the hostile Bancadas. Huh, I guess they finally got sick of Dick's shit. Kelly, Marcus, and Martin OJ go and help the peaceful Bancadas as Rex, Ellie, Mike, and Trials go to find Dick. They arrive at Dick's office and find him pushing himself off the ground, and they see the gauntlets fusing with him. What the hell happened to you? Ellie exclaims. Oh, you know, having this power from these apparently corrupted gauntlets has its downsides. Dick sighs as he unmorphs as tentacles sprout out of his back. But hey, these might help me kill you once and for all, Dick says as he looks at Trials. Especially you, traitor. Dick growls as he lunges at the four. They dodge as Dick falls out of the window and the other four jump down to him where they are joined by OJ Martin, Kelly, and Marcus. What's with him? OJ Martin asked. Apparently his gauntlets have been fusing with him. Ah, neat. Just perfect. OJ Martin says as Dick cracks his knuckles, ready for his supposed last fight. Dreycanroc Hexoconaughtica Voyagers Chapter 5. Voyagers and Trials fight Dick, with Dick using his new tentacles to help his odds of fighting against other Voyagers. Meanwhile, many other Bunkas came to help the Voyagers fight against Dick. Trials, let's get that document back to Earth, Marcus says as Trials nods and the two leave to a portal that was opened by Lord Gorgon. No! Dick yells as one of his tentacles impales Trials. Marcus rips the tentacle off, causing Dick to screech as Trials collapses and Marcus enters the portal and closes it. Shit! Rex exclaims as Trials rolls over on his back, breathing heavily and bleeding out. Well, I tried to help. Trials groans as Rex punches Dick in the face hard. Meanwhile, Marcus arrives at Vice City and he heads to a news station to give the document to a reporter. This is exactly what we needed, the reporter says as Marcus nods. Make sure to get this information out everywhere. New York and Pennsylvania need to hear about this. Marcus exclaims as he leaves the building to see that his fellow Voyagers and Dick were also back at Vice City, fighting. Marcus flips the switch on his gauntlets and he digs underground. Dick senses this and he has some of his tentacles go underground to try and stop him. Marcus is able to dodge them as Rex drop kicks Dick and Marcus comes out of the ground and kicks Dick square in the back. Dick falls on the ground hard and his helmet cracks, breaking in half and revealing to everyone that Dreycanroc Ignorance was the mayor. This fight was being recorded live and people were shocked to see this. Our Voyagers stand together to face Dick as a scar forms between Dick's eyes. Why do I feel like he's going to mutate into some sort of beast? Kelly asks. Don't know, but I feel like something is going to happen to him, Rex says as Dick charges at them. Our Voyagers continue to fight against Dick. Guys, I know how to finally stop Dick, Rex exclaims. And what would that be? Mike asks. This! Rex jumps up and moves in the form of a dropkick, followed by his visor flashing and then Rex launching at Dick, kicking him in the face. Oh, hell yeah, that looks like fun! OJ Martin exclaims as he does the same thing. Don't mind if I do, Mike exclaims as he does the same thing. Hey, don't leave us ladies out of this, Ellie exclaims as Ellie and Kelly jump up and Dick covers his face to avoid the attack, only for Ellie and Kelly to strike him in the stomach, causing him to puke, falling to the ground. Dick rolls over on his back, his eyes widening and his face contorting into a face of pure fear as he sees Marcus descending from the sky in an elbow smash maneuver, causing Dick to scream. Fuck you, bitch! Marcus exclaims as his elbow smashes into Dick's face, hard. Dick screeches as he suddenly begins to teleport around, ending up in the forest. He twitches and squirms on the ground as he begins to grow and mutate, becoming a large, scaly monster with a second pair of arms covering his eyes. Oh shit, I was right, Kelly exclaims. Well, time to finish him off, Rex exclaims as they summon their ships and form Voyager Knight and Inferno Blade. Dick roars as the two mechas and Voyager Knight and Inferno Blade charge at him and dropkick him. Suddenly, and without warning, Dick sprouts wings and begins flying, blasting lasers at the two mechas. Hey, how about we have our mechas combined? Kelly suggests. Good idea, Mike exclaims on the radio. Alright, but how? Rex asks as the two mechas dodge another laser blast. Rex notices a button with two arrows on the opposite side, pointing at a plus symbol. Mike, does your mech have some button with two arrows pointing at a plus symbol? Rex asks. Yes, Mike says. Alright, let's do this, Rex exclaims as Rex and Mike press their buttons and the two mechas unite. Inferno Blade becomes a jetpack wing hybrid and attaches to the back of Voyager Knight, forming Air/Voyager Knight. The neck flies up in the air and begins fighting Dick once more. All of this was being recorded by a nearby news helicopter as our Voyagers get on top of Dick and begin riding him like a dragon. Yeehaw! OJ Martin exclaims as the mecha makes Dick fly up into space, causing Dick to suffocate and squirm. Throw him into the sun? Mike suggests, yeah, throw him into the sun. Rex says as the mecha gets off Dick and grabs Dick, beginning to swing him around, causing Dick to screech. Hasta la vista! Rex exclaims as the mech launches Dick into the sun, burning him up and turning him into ash and dust. Later, our Voyagers return back to the space realm, deciding to permanently stay there and help the Bunkatas rebuild their civilization and help get the hostile ones back to their peaceful ways. So, are you sure you six are always going to stay here? A Bunkata asks Rex. Well, we will be visiting Earth here and there since there is some restructuring need to be done with Vice City and its justice system. But besides that, we will be staying here, Kelly says. So, I guess Trials didn't make it? Rex asked Lord Gorgon. Yes. He passed away an hour ago. But he did tell me to have his body cremated, and he wanted me to tell you all thank you for helping him realize the error of his ways. Lord Gorgon replied. At least he died trying to help us expose the justice system in Vice City. Ellie said, Hey, Lord Gorgon, we got the community center rebuilt and we'll be having our first festival in years. Bunkata exclaims, Oh, I miss those festivals, Lord Gorgon says. So, what are these festivals like exactly? Rex asks. Oh, you'll see later, but trust me, they are truly an experience to be remembered, Lord Gorgon replied. Dreycanroc Hexoconaughtica Voyager, Chapter 6, Prologue. January 4th, 2030. Zack came back to the Area 51 military base where he worked at that was located in Nashville, Tennessee. So, how did the trip go? Commander Mike Roses asked Zack. It went well, Commander, Zack Roses says as Mike Roses sighs. Son, it's okay. You have and will always have the permission to call me Dad. Mike Roses replies, Alright, Dad, Zack says. So, like I asked, how did the trip go? Mike Roses asks again. Well, we weren't able to find Experiment Venge/Ants, but we found an aftermath of a sex offender who encountered Experiment Venge/Ants, Zack says. I see. Did he not resemble a corpse? Mike Roses asks. Yeah. In fact, he had the same injuries and damages that Trump had back in 2025. Zack says. I guess this Venge/Ant was responsible for killing Trump all the way back in 2025, Mike Roses says. Well, anyways, son, I have 2 new mission trips for you, Mike says. And what would those be? Zack says. To locate 2 people that you need to find for a team that can help us find and hopefully ally with Experiment Venge/Ants, Mike Roses says. Oh, wait, what? Zack asks. Yes, that is right. The plan is to assemble a 3-person team to find an ally with Experiment Venge/Ants, also known as Noah Blazkowicz, Mike Roses says as Zack hopes. Alright, I see. So, where to go first? Zack asks. Japan, Mike Roses says.